Hi guys, how's all doing? Well, people, I do apologise. I've not been on for the last couple of weeks due to health reasons. As I say, I just kind of get up it there for my head. Clear the head and get a wee bit of more clear. Sometimes we all need to do that. Sometimes we need to come away from that kind of mainstream media and gather our thoughts and what we're going to do next. As I say, there were a couple of podcasts coming up with Andy Goodman for YouTube Wars. As I say, we're just trying to fix a date and time for it to get done. It was meant to get done the other day there, Sunday I think it was, but that was my fault. As I say, I just wasn't kind of feeling well, so I'll reach back out to Andy and we'll speak. But another thing, people ask me why do help people like in Spain when I go on holiday and that. Well, the reason for that is, as an ex-criminal and an ex-prisoner, I know what it's like to sit with nothing, you know what I mean? And it's hard and it's sad, you know what I mean? It's depressing, you know what I mean? You've got to remember when you're sitting in a cell, right, and you've no got money to buy a stamp, you've no got money to buy tobacco back then, you know what I mean, or anything like that, then it's hard. People didn't realise that, you know what I mean, it's really hard. But nowadays, it's a joke, you know what I mean, it's a joke. You get in and you want in the jail, you know what I mean, and, but when you go to these countries, they've not got nothing, it's still all skill, you know what I mean, you've got nothing, unless your family is posting stuff, like food parcels or money or whatever, then, you know what I mean, you'll be okay. But then you've got the taxing gangs within the Spanish prisons or any other jail in Europe, and that's why I do it. You know what I mean? It's because as I say, when I was in prison and I had like nothing, you know what I mean? It kind of, you know what I mean? It's hard. You know what I mean? It's hard. So when you're on the recovery side of things and you've got a couple of bob, you know what I mean, and you know that you can maybe put 10 or 20 euros into the guy's PPC and that, and then they go, but why did you didn't know them? Right, but do you need to know anybody to help them? No. You know what I mean? Yeah, and it's just, well, would you like to be trapped thousands of miles away from home, right, for something, right, that any one of us could possibly get and sell ourselves involved with when the pressure's on, you know what I mean? Or maybe just a silly fighting holiday, you know what I mean? Then the next thing you know, you're locked up, you know what I mean? But majority of the people I go and see are people that have been used to try and smuggle drugs over to Scotland, you know what I mean? And they've been caught, you know what I mean? And so I help them, you know what I mean? Some people may say, well, darn, that goes to gloves up drugs. No, it doesn't. That person made a mistake, you know what I mean? Just like anybody else could make. And so why should they sit and suffer? And in silence, when he's not got any connection to his family, he's not got any shoes, clothes, nothing. The last person I went there to see when I was in Spain, he was walking about with a pair of flip flops on, you know what I mean? A pair of shorts and a t-shirt, you know what I mean? And it was sad. And that was for a guy down in Santa Rosa. It was down in the pub in the main square that actually put me onto this fella. And could I tell him what I'd done? I help people and that, just like you see in the video with the two Spanish young lads in the abandoned hotel. When I seen them, I handed them £20 each, so that was like €40. You know what I mean? And when you notice the young boy, he actually vomited in the video when theirs, you know what I mean? And it was sad. And then he had all the kind of like slash marks of self-harming all over his arms and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Then you had the other boy, you know what I mean? He tried to sell me a bit of cannabis, which is actually a wee stone inside a raw fag paper, and I knew what the scam was all about and that, and I was just like to myself, wow man, you know what I mean, you're staying in one of the richest countries in the world, man, you know what I mean, and you're lying in an abandoned hotel with nothing. And it's sad, you know what I mean? No human should be subjected to that, you know what I mean? But then over there, you know what I mean, you've got gangs that use people, you know what I mean, to do that, you know what I mean? And it's just, the world's mucked up. I mean, the world is just mucked up. And as I say, I don't know, I'm not interested in like outing gangs or anything like that. I'm not into anything like that. My motto is help others. You know what I mean? Just help them. You know what I mean? If you see somebody doing, you know what I mean, flung 20p into their cup or a pound or whatever you've got, just flung it in. You know what I mean? It's just sad. You know what I mean? And I've noticed a lot of people when they go on holiday, right? And you'll get your people that's begging on the beach and all that stuff like that, right? Fair play. You don't understand their people, eh? But when you've got genuine guys like that, you know what I mean? And if you go and watch a video, you'll see it, you know what I mean? It breaks your heart, man, eh? That's somebody's mother. That's somebody's son, sorry, somebody's mother. And just because I was looking at somebody there now. That's somebody's son, you know what I mean? That's somebody's son that's lying on a mattress that he stole from the hotel, you know what I mean? And they're trying to make the best of the situation they've got, you know what I mean? Which is really sad in this day and age, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? So, that's why I do things like this, you know what I mean? And as I say, last Christmas I gave away a lot of things, which this Christmas me and Kirsty's came to the agreement that we're going to donate more things, i.e. computers, tellies, stuff like that, to people. So watch it, because all this stuff's coming up. But the last couple of years, it's just been unreal, you know what I mean? Behind the scenes, you know what I mean, it's just been unreal. Every person you try and contact, you know what I mean, to do some way, this other person will jump in, you know, and then they'll start putting their wee pennies worth in and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, but everybody's aware of things now, and we're all strolling on the right path now. So I'm just sitting outside the dentist because I'm going to get the old gnashers done. So I'm looking forward to that. So I thought I'd come on and explain that situation, you know what I mean? Why I do help people in Spain and stuff like that when I go. Because people say, oh, you should be going there for a holiday. No, I shouldn't. You know what I mean? No, I shouldn't. Because I used to lie in prison and watch these videos. You know what I mean? Like places in the sun and stuff like that. And say to myself, right, well, wait a minute. I'd love to be there, man. You know what I mean? Then I'll say 10 years later, I'm out there. You know what I mean? But also remember the people that's lying in prison that's no there. You know what I mean? And as I say, that's how I go and help these folk. You know what I mean? Some people, like, you know what I mean? People are paying people on YouTube now, right, to watch shitty content, lies, drama, sticking people in. You know what I mean? But you wouldn't put a pound in a person's cup who's begging in the street. But you'll give these people on YouTube money for content that's just pure utter lies, bullshit and misery. You know what I mean? And people are getting put in prison for this stuff. And it's mental. It's mental. And when you look at it, right? What is it all here? What is it all here? You know what I mean? To be honest with you, what is it all here? Right? Because we've been through all it, right? So, what's next? You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking? What is next? It's crazy, man, because you've got channels tagging channels, and it's just click. And as I say, you've got genuine people lying on in the street, but they'll pay these people £2 or buy my coffee or whatever it is, and for nonsense. Anyway, folks, that's my rant here. Stay safe and stay blessed. And honestly, man, see you next time you go to give one of these nutters on YouTube and buy me a coffee. Just think about a person lying in the boat in the street, and maybe go down and give them the money. You know what I mean? Because the people that's begging on YouTube, man, they've got money. They've got a roof over their head. And let's be real here. You know what I mean? It's YouTube. So it's designed to try and create content, but their content is just no going anywhere. Fake fights, setups, bullshit, gloves up.